into a river in Sarajevo to find a $150 million gold batch as part of a long-planned revenge operation. They quickly dismantled their equipment and discharged the gas from high-pressure cylinders into an ancient bronze bell. The bronze bell soon had some space, and a high-pressure air pump was then installed inside it. One end of the air pump was fixed to the river surface by a team member with a wooden board. The other end connected to the tower top by another team member. After the air pump started for a few minutes, the top appeared. Several team members came out of the water one by one, carrying wooden boards and starting to build a basic foundation. After about 30 minutes, all the equipment was finally transferred to the wooden boards. They must act immediately, with no time to rest. A few minutes later, several people started again. Based on the previous intelligence, they quickly discovered a newly added wall. After confirming many times, they believed this was where the gold was hidden, so they took the electric hammer and started operating immediately. After 2.5 minutes, the wall bricks were swiftly removed, and then other bricks started to fall. Unexpectedly, there was another wall inside. They had to keep digging. Meanwhile, a team of armed forces in Sarajevo also arrived after receiving the intelligence. The river is looking for their traces everywhere, and cracks have appeared in the underwater base wall. They will soon be flooded and need to quickly open the passage where the gold is hidden. The team members' continuous efforts opened the passage. However, upon entering, they discovered the boxes, once full of gold, were now empty. Unopened boxes were only filled with paper. Did this long-planned revenge fail? Just when they were disappointed, another team member suddenly found gold bricks on the cabinet. It seemed that they did not look in the wrong place, but the number of gold bricks was not as much as the intelligence said. Only a few scattered pieces were found. Then, the team members started blaming the person who provided the intelligence. The woman thought the woman was wasting time and there wasn't much gold down there. But she clearly remembered a story her grandfather had told her as a child. After the Battle of Normandy in 1944, the German army moved cultural relics and a large amount of gold from the Louvre before evacuating. They transported the cultural relics and gold to a village in Sarajevo. Upon arrival, they expelled the villagers from their homes and gathered them outside the village. It was decided that at night, the German army began to transfer the gold to the village. During the process of moving the church, a little boy who was not caught secretly climbed onto the roof of the car and took away a golden brick when they were not paying attention. The boy was quickly found and followed by the German army after escaping. He hurriedly buried the gold bricks in front of a cemetery on the way. Luckily, he was saved by guerrillas who had already planted bombs on the dam upstream of the village. After they knew the situation in the village, they asked the boy to come over and press the bomb detonator. After the river flooded, everything here seemed to have never existed, but now only the little boy knows about the gold. The boy is the woman's grandfather, but the team member still believes she has deceived them. The captain believes his grandfather may have mistaken the carriage for being full of gold due to poor eyesight as a child. They can't blame him for not finding much gold. Another team member said that the few pieces they found are now worth a lot of money for all of them. The sentence instantly enlightened everyone, and it was indeed true. The team members immediately called a helicopter for pickup. They took the gold bricks they found and started to evacuate. As they passed a wall, the captain suddenly noticed that the words on the brick wall seemed to be incorrect. He swiftly rose again, opened the toolbox, and retrieved the iron rod, angering his team members. He noticed the reversed letters on the bricks, indicating that the wall was built during the wilderness. The German army may have later returned the gold. Several people immediately entered the water and began digging. After a few digs, they discovered a large space behind the wall. Everyone began diving into the cave. Shortly after searching inside, they discovered a massive wooden box. They quickly opened it and found neatly arranged gold bricks, proving the woman's grandfather was telling the truth. This brought joy to everyone. They then used a boat to transport the gold bricks to the east. As they were almost finished transporting, the surface patrol boat officer suddenly spotted a floating ventilation pipe ahead. He immediately felt that something was wrong and immediately asked his men to go down to check the situation. At this time, their goal was